The MCU has already begun to introduce potential members of the Midnight Suns. But who are they? When they appeared in the comics, what were their major events? How do they fit into the MCU and the multiverse saga? And what's the relationship between the upcoming show Marvel Zombies and Midnight Suns? Stick around till then and find out. In the Marvel Universe, there are times when the usual heroes like the Avengers and the Fantastic Four can't handle the darkness looming. That's when a different kind of hero steps up, the Midnight Suns. This group, featuring tough characters like Ghost Rider, Morbius, and Blade, is ready to face the most sinister supernatural forces and save the day. In the Ghost Rider number 28 storyline, titled Rise of the Midnight Suns, the emergence of the Midnight Suns occurred shortly after Danny Ketch took on the role of Ghost Rider. In the face of Lilith, the mother of demons, and her Lilin offspring attempting to seize control of the world and open a portal to hell, Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider recognize the imminent threat. Taking action, they set out to gather the Midnight Suns, initially known as the Nine. This incarnation of the Midnight Suns differed from a conventional team, functioning more as individuals united by a common cause. Unable to directly confront Lilith, Doctor Strange enlisted Ghost Rider to lead the group, with Johnny Blaze, a former spirit of vengeance, standing at its core. Morbius and Blade joined the cause, along with Blade's allies in vampire hunting, Frank Drake and Hannibal King. The team expanded to include Victoria Montesi, Louise Hastings, and Sam Buchanan, all dedicated to tracking down the lost pages of the Darkhold in Darkhold Pages from the Book of Sins. Despite initial conflicts among themselves, the Midnight Suns faced off against the Lilin at a mystically significant location in Greenland, known as the Land of the Midnight Sun. In a climactic battle, Ghost Rider, with strategic moves, managed to throw Lilith headfirst into a portal, defeating her and thwarting the demonic threat. After the initial gathering of the Midnight Suns, they reconvened to face a corrupted version of Blade in the Midnight Massacre crossover event of 1993. Blade, having acquired a potent page from the Darkhold, transformed into Switchblade, driven by a ruthless mission to eradicate all supernatural beings. In this pursuit, Switchblade killed Demogoblin, Werewolf by night, and several Midnight Suns, absorbing their powers. Fortunately, Hastings utilized the Darkhold to restore Blade's true self and resurrect those he had slain. The story continued with Lilith's return, when she joined forces with the ancient demon Zarathos. Ghost Rider and Blaze, seemingly defeating them with the help of vengeance, marked the prelude to the 1994 Siege of Darkness event. Summoning the rest of the Midnight Suns to share news of Lilith's apparent defeat, Ghost Rider and Blaze found themselves facing the emergence of the Lilin from an encircling mist. As the Lilin spread, Lilith and Zarathos launched an attack on the Midnight Suns, temporarily turning Morbius against his allies. Concurrently, other heroes, including Devil Slayer, Venom, Silver Sable, and the Scarlet Witch, faced their own encounters with the Lilin as the mist expanded. With mystical assistance from the Caretaker, the Midnight Suns triumphed over Lilith and her offspring. However, Zarathos persisted in his assault, aided by the Fallen, an ancient group loyal to him. Among the Fallen was Salome, a former Sorcerer Supreme turned evil who attacked Doctor Strange in Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme number 61. In response, a weakened Doctor Strange retreated, dividing his soul into the powerless Vincent Stevens and the masked Paradox. Teaming up with Paradox and Vengeance, the Midnight Suns confronted Zarathos, with Danny Ketch's Ghost Rider appearing to sacrifice himself in the process. Blade delivered the decisive blow by stabbing Zarathos with the Justiciar sword, turning the demon to stone. Blade, Johnny Blaze, Morbius, Doctor Strange, the Caretaker, Vengeance, and Hannibal King collectively became the new Order of the Midnight Suns, inheriting the name from a group that had battled Zarathos centuries earlier. While Doctor Strange eventually returned and defeated Salome, the Midnight Suns largely went their separate ways after these challenging events. After the Siege of Darkness, the Midnight Suns embarked on a significant mission in Marvel Zombies 4, led by Morbius, now with Armor, the team, including new members like Werewolf by Night, Man-Thing, Hellstrom, and Jennifer Kale, faced a zombie threat on Earth 616. Previously countering a Marvel Zombies invasion in Marvel Zombies 3, Morbius orchestrated their confrontation with a new zombie attack. The narrative involved a zombie Deadpool infecting mermen, an undersea villain, and a cruise ship assault. Concurrently, Garth's zombie and zombie Deadpool's head ended up on the ocean floor. Morbius's vaccine attempt backfired, causing an airborne zombie contagion. Hellstrom aided Kale in resisting Dormammu's influence, containing the plague within Garth. Montesi later led a new Order of the Midnight Sun against Carnage's Darkhold plot, successfully defeating Chthon and separating Carnage from Cletus Cassidy. Now that you know about them, let's discuss how they fit into the MCU. The Midnight Suns are gradually emerging in the multiverse saga, and it seems Marvel is taking a cautious approach, likely delaying any significant developments with the potential team until MCU Phase 7. Originating from the Ghost Rider comics, this distinctive ensemble comes together to combat the formidable demon Lilith. Notably, among these characters, the only one confirmed for an upcoming MCU appearance is Blade, slated for a reboot in 2025. Marvel has a history of adapting and modifying teams in the MCU, and there's potential for other characters like Moon Knight and Daredevil to join the Midnight Suns in the future. However, despite the flexibility in team composition, the present moment might not be suitable for their assembly. The Midnight Suns, known for their darker tone, could complement the recent tonal shift in MCU Phase 4. Still, their inclusion may not align with the ongoing narrative of the multiverse saga. Given that MCU Phase 5 is fully outlined, the most plausible chance for the introduction of the mystical alliance, the Midnight Suns, would be during MCU Phase 6, the culmination of the multiverse saga. However, the limited timeline in Phase 6 might not allow for a thorough exploration of the team's formation, especially considering the need to introduce additional members. Notably, the absence of an official announcement regarding Ghost Rider's appearance further complicates the team's establishment. Despite the current timing not aligning with the team's formation, the ongoing multiverse saga provides Marvel with ample opportunities to introduce individual members of the Midnight Suns in preparation for their eventual assembly. Now, the question is, where do the Midnight Suns get into the MCU? Marvel Studios is progressively incorporating darker tones into the MCU, introducing morally complex characters like Moon Knight, Daredevil, and the Scarlet Witch. The upcoming release of Marvel Zombies in 2024, marked as the MCU's first TV-MA-rated show on Disney+, underscores this shift. If the film franchise continues along this trajectory, the inclusion of the potential Midnight Suns team would seamlessly align with this darker direction. Comprising a mix of edgier heroes confronting more sinister adversaries, the Midnight Suns offer a fitting addition to the evolving tone of the MCU. The multiverse, with its vast array of heroes, villains, and cataclysmic events, provides an ideal backdrop for the exploration of new teams and dynamic on-screen matchups. With potential Midnight Suns team members already making appearances in various projects, setting up a future project centered around the team becomes a straightforward endeavor. The Midnight Suns stand out as a distinctive group of heroes, distinct from the likes of the Avengers or the Fantastic Four. Fortunately, the MCU has demonstrated a consistent approach to introducing new team-ups in its projects. While the intricate planning of MCU projects requires time, the ongoing Marvel Multiverse saga may not provide the ideal groundwork for the Midnight Suns at this moment. However, the prospect of MCU Phase 7 emerges as a potential opportunity for their live-action introduction, offering the chance for this unique group to make their debut in the cinematic universe. Well, that's it for today. Let me know your take on it in the comment section. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.